What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the free.
And I was sitting next to a woman who began crying when he walked in, and I realized it was this young man's mother. And as the hearing proceeded, I couldn't help but be struck by his story. He had been stopped 6 months earlier from getting on a plane. He was clearly, evidence was clear that he was trying to go to Syria to join ISIS. Yet, his story, and his father testified, about how hard he and his wife had worked to bring their family here. He was working 2 or 3 jobs, and that they were very strict with this young man. And this young man had actually been in the community for the past 6 months since being stopped. He continued to go to college. He was working, I think, at Best Buy. And the stories kind of proceeded, and it struck me that this young man really wasn't that much of a terrorist. He was kind of angry at his strict parents. And he thought it would be kind of great to join this venture. He didn't seem to have any kind of ideology that was at all expressed. And then I suddenly saw it, and I was sitting next to this woman, this mom, who was crying, and I thought, you know, I have a teenage son too.
To Senator Kerry Biezik, Senator Sandy Pappas, who are fighting tirelessly at the Capitol for the sake of our kids and for the sake of all of us here in Minnesota. And also Senator Richard Cohen as well. Many of you know...
The microphone. 1 or 2 people in here know what that's like. Good evening, everyone. Masa al-khair. Salam alaikum. It's good to see everyone here tonight. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the kind introduction as well. And when I was offered the opportunity to come join you tonight, and when Muhammad called me and said, can you be in Minneapolis, it wasn't the first time he called and said, can you come to Minneapolis? Because it was around this time last year that I was invited to come to the dinner on the 7th annual, I believe it was. I couldn't make it. And then this time around,